See how tight the ice is. If she hits the broom, she's missed it. And she's going to float that out a little bit, give it to the brushers, try to get anything high side's good.
This is pretty much the exact same shot she threw when she gave up the Stilla too.
Right.
Final stone trying to angle this back now, bring her other stones into play. Right now it's a win for the defending champions. All in it, Sloan. Here's the line call. Got it. You bet they do. To score 2 more. And Ontario will pick up the extra end win. Make the final. Ontario wins it 7-5 over the defending champions on this opening draw, opening day of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
To redirect off the yellow that is buried onto the yellow in the back 8.
That's the in-turn, correct? Throw the in?
Nope.
No, the out.
The out.
Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Hit half, get a piece. Another double for Rachel Homan. It has been automatic this week in St. Catharines.
Oh, they certainly do read angles well. Got a bit of a bad break on catching on the far side, but lovely shot.
That bounce? That must have hit, eh?
And it's so funny, Kathy, with her outturn, with that pop and that extension she gives, she knows she can hold that line straight. I actually thought it was the in-turn.
The soft stuff.
Yeah, you were never going to lose it.
Yeah.
Had a lot of backing.
How dangerous is this? And touching that stone top 8 foot.
They're throwing enough weight at it that they're making sure they don't come anywhere near that.
Final stone. Sitting 3, Ontario.
Yeah. No. Whoa. Whoa. No. Whoa.
Emma Miskew calling line, looking for the little in off here.
No.
Sitting 3, sitting 3, sitting 4. That would have been just the way Earl Morris would draw it up.
I want to make sure we didn't lose it. Really nice. Is minimum ice. Yeah. Okay.
Early in the game, some of these were a little to her right-hand side, a little bit wide.
Final stone for Rachel Homan. Courtney Weagle backing off. Miscue line call 1 and got him both.
Great throw. Good shot. Went straight.
She's gone from a little bit wide early in the game to a little bit perfect.
Really good bounce back from the first part of the game with hits.
And then it just went stayed right there. Yeah. She's taking mine, I'm guessing.
Decision time here. You're down by 3. Would you ever think? She said there was no place to freeze too, but could you ever try and wrap it around a little bit? And
Half
try
around,
to,
yeah.
You could.
Well,
you're on fire, Vic.
Oh. Really close. Close. Oh. No. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
wonderful. That's just great. What can you say? Brilliant. And you said earlier about trying to take the crowd out of it. If you are Chelsea Carey, that's the kind of shot that gets the crowd into it.
Exactly. And we both.
Yeah. 11. Nice 11 weight here.
You think that T-line coming this way is about 11 now?
I think you need a little more than that.
Yeah, you can
It's there for just the two, Vic. They can't make that impossible shot you dreamt up. It's there for two.
Okay.
Come on, Rachel.
Final stone.
Chelsea was pretty upset though, Cheryl. They really had to keep that higher. Anything light. And this is for one, not two.
Yep, please.
Come on, Lise.
Come on, Miss. Come on.
Joanne Courtney. Lisa Weagle. Get it by the guard. Get it by one. Get it by another one. Get to the inside. Kick that other one. Oh. One for sure. Pull it away. And have a look. And it looks like 2. With any bit of weight, they could have kicked that yellow one and made it 3.
No chance.
No chance? Okay. And 2 it is.
Come on, buddy. Great call.
And yes, the tape says you said ask.
View of this, the edge of the rock comes down that center line, and she throws it in out with lots of rotation, lots of speed, and it'll virtually run down that ribbon like it's on the ribbon.
Final stone.
Yeah. Close. Yep. Oh. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Whoa.
Big weight.
Oh.
Weagle. Courtney. Back on. Bang.
Great shot.
Nice shot.
And away they go, and there they sit. Ontario. Look like 2 little licks there. Crack a couple.
You know what? It might have been there. Might have been there, eh?
When you know the angles, when you have the ability to throw that up weight, you can do that.
But kick that red one back. It's 3 buried on top of the lid with hammer. This is huge. Tough to get to the inside, but there is room.
Weight's close. Line's good. Clean it. 6. Clean. Make sure it's here. No line yet. No line yet. Line's green. Make sure it's here. Yeah.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Oh boy. They said 6, and then it started to go, and it's still going on them. Still going on them. Now they backing right off. Looking for that little bump and push it back. Wow. To get to the nose and push it back.
Sorry, I didn't know if you were calling line or weight there.
That could be huge, that shot.
That curled a lot more than the shells did.
Look at the awareness of Joanne Courtney. To have her head up and those late little licks.
Kiss it.
Okay, let's make it.
Out or in? Out's probably.
This is thin.
And
It's a miss.
maybe you have to be really good to get both those reds, Cheryl. Would be pretty incredible shot just to hit and stay, and you might not be shot rock. But if you could ever come down here, bullet weight, we know Rachel's got that in her arsenal. If she could ever split those, she's sitting 3 or 4 buried.
How close is this? How thin is this, Cheryl, to missing it altogether?
It's pretty much a redirect, so you're just rubbing it to redirect your throwing stone with big weight.
Okay. How are you throwing it?
Hard and straight.
Okay, let's go, Rach.
Shell Inglack could be drawn and gets 4 here if this is made.
A shot to turn the game around, possibly, for Ontario. They trail by 2. Final stone. Now they got her. Here they go. Weagle, Courtney, big strut, just touch it and come over. Just touch it, and then move on back. And with that, we saw the first little bit of a smile from Rachel Homan.
I still think this side.
Wouldn't you? Okay, now. Wouldn't you go after shot rock?
Well, I think this is a little bit from being burned in the other games, and they're realizing, hey, we're up a couple points, open it up. Even if they get forced to a single, the only way they can give up a steal here is by ignoring those guards.
So this yellow one, when they try it, the yellow could come in this vicinity to start with, but it's what I talked about earlier. Once they do all this, if they make this perfect, another guard goes up here, there's a great chance for two because there's so much curl. There's two guards right now. If they can cut it down to 0, I think Northern Ontario almost has to hit that yellow one. It'd be really dangerous trying to throw a guard up.
Rachel Homan.
Hard! Hard! Hard, Joe! Oh.
Run it back and through. Are they going to get it? Yes, they are. Well called by Emma Miscue.
2 shots in 1.
Let's call him. Joe.
That's really good.
It's hard to stick that the way it was coming in. Like,
Yeah, I
the
had-
angle. You
I
almost
had
had
to
to
hit
miss
it.
it.
I did it.
For both teams.
Easy early. Yep.
I talked about Rachel not worrying about playing a tap for 1. She's going to go for the gusto, but she found a better shot than I did. This is a shorter way to do it, a little bit thicker than half. Peel weight, which she can do, and kick that across for 3.
What about that out-turn draw?
Draw tap.
Like through the hole with.
I think it's there. We're right behind it. There's a room, but it's a little more of a finesse shot. And whereas Rachel can take the ice reading out of play here and just throw a bullet.
I think I kind of leaned more to Krista's first call to get in the ring somewhere.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you steal 2 that way.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a stolen point for Northern Ontario. Final stone here in 4. Weagle. Courtney. Calling line. Here we go. Bang. Come across. Threw it far enough. Oh, man, for 3. And just enough to push it to the back edge to bring the others into play. Coming right at you. That'll bring a smile to your face.
There.
Real thin.
Yeah, it should come up a hair.
It's not an 8th. I
You
think
know,
it's
if you
a hair
look-
thicker than
Yeah,
that.
You see how cliche. If you look
I like your
up
H.
her picture,
Make it.
the dictionary, this is the kind of shot you see. This is her MO. Right? She loves this kind of shot. This is her challenge.
Probably sees it before the straight draw, Vic, which is also an option. But they were talking about if they miss it this way, they can maybe get lucky onto there. But what they have to be careful, if it's even thinner than that and you go bink off of there, it could be a steal of 2.
These were the shots she was making in the round robin over and over again.
The hush comes over the crowd at Meridian Center.
Heel. Yep. Hard.
Final stone.
Hard. Hard, please. Hard.
Rachel Homan.
Hard.
Weagle will take it all the way. Calling line. What do you got? Oh, you've got 3. Goodness. What a start. And it is 1 for the books.
The camera was on me.
Fired. Just ready to go.
Yeah.
And then there's that senior savvy.
Never
Michelle, just relax, girl. We'll get there.
Yeah.
1 shot at a time. Skip Stones. Rachel Homan.
Make sure it's there.
Great game.
Wait only. Line's great. Make sure
Looks
it's
a little
there.
lighter,
Line's
and that's a good move. Short's
Line's
pretty good here.
Line's great. Gotta freeze it. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard, Reese. Hang on it. Hard. Gotta go. Come on.
Now they got it picked up here. Listen to the crowd joining in. Can they drag this down and put it on the face again? Can they do it? Yeah!
The communication with the noise in this building on that shot. Kate.
I think we have to throw this to make it.
Okay.
Let's do it, Rach.
Hey, Rach.
Sweep it to miss it.
Yeah, it's how you threw it last time here. Should come up a hair, just like last time.
Okay, sorry, man. Okay.
This one's a little flat. You could maybe go underneath and get that one, but that's obviously tricky. So this is the easier of the two. But half a rock goes right there. So you heard Rachel say to Emma, sweep it to miss it. In other words, once you think you've got anything at all, just go crazy on the brush, because it may be pretty difficult to hit it too thin.
Almost a redirect.
They know this area.
Dad Craig can't watch. Can't sit still. Final stone, Ontario. The big brush. Look at this. Courtney Weagle. Have they saved it for her? Yes, they have.
Look at these two brush.
What do you think, Dad? Did they make it? Yeah, they made it.
I love it.
Because he gave him a chance. Rach caught it. Just high and nose.
If they hadn't hit and rolled off that corner, now you'd have to stick this to win the game.
Now think about this. She is on her draws. Rachel Homan 71%. On her hits, 91%.
And this is the shot.
And this fits her.
It is. And it is a bonus. She doesn't have to stick
you
it.
got it.
Catch any piece of that red.
Crowd settles in a 6-6 tie. In an extra end, Manitoba sitting shot stone. Emma Miskew calling line. They got her now. Courtney Weagle, you got to run this back and catch it. Run it back. Got it for a third Canadian championship. Rachel Homan. Make the final 8-6. And for Joanne Courtney, the move east pays off with her first Canadian title. Manitoba, Michelle Langlois, what a game. They will take home the silver medal as they take Ontario to an extra end. Fighting their way back after falling behind 3-1 after 2. The youngest skip, man or woman, to win 3 national titles, Rachel Homan. And now they will represent Canada at the World Championships in Beijing. The smile tells you all.